Hi everyone, this is Alma coming to you from Long Beach, California. Today is Sunday, May 22nd of the year 2022, and this is going to be FlossTube number 80, believe it or not. As always, I want to welcome you all. Welcome back to all my current viewers and subscribers, and thank you, as always, for your continuing support. And I also want to say a special welcome to anyone that's visiting for the first time. It's gonna be a bit of a short video today, but I hope that you like what you see and you find a reason to stay, subscribe, and continue to follow me on my stitching journey. I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope that everybody's staying safe and sound. Everything's good here. You know, we're keeping busy. We're still going with school and work. I only have 3 more weeks left of school, which is amazing. Because I need the break. I'm not doing the summer session this time, so I'm taking a break, well-deserved break. I haven't had a break in forever, because I did winter session this last winter, and I did the summer session as well, so I really haven't had a break since last spring semester. So I think it's long overdue. I'm just slightly burnt out right now. So I've been stitching a little bit in that time. Obviously, things are getting a little bit busier and more difficult in terms of school. So I'm spending a lot more time studying and taking notes, making sure that I actually pass my classes. Last video, I mentioned that I was going to start a new piece for a baby that's going to be born next month. I had the design picked out already. I just needed to get all the materials, all the materials together and actually stitch it. So I'm happy to report that I started and finished it since the last time I saw y'all. So this is the design, and I apologize for the poor lighting. Let's see if I usually film in the morning. It's now like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is called Blowing Bubbles. It's from the Little Stitchery on Etsy, and I changed up the colors a little bit. It's not exactly as charted. I just went with some of the color choices that she had just didn't sit well with me, so I just went with my own. I had to play around with the shading a little bit, but overall I really liked the design. I thought it was really cute. So the plan is to go ahead and just add the baby's information up top, so like name and the usual, the name, birthday, weight, and size, right, length. So I just have to wait now. This is like mostly finished. I just need to add that information. But I thought it was really cute design. It was really simple, very easy to stitch. The only fractional stitches were in the little eye, but everything else is full cross stitch. Obviously there's a bit of back stitching to do on the little hair, the little tail. I don't know if you can see. Again, poor lighting this time around. I did want to make sure that I filmed today though, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it until who knows when. So yeah, so we're starting to finish, another finish for 2022. I won't show this with the baby's information. That's going to stay private, so consider this a finish. So yes, so I actually do recommend that you'll check out the Etsy store. She's got some really cute designs that I almost considered stitching instead of this. She's got a lot of well, I wouldn't say they're watercolor, they're just more realistic looking. She's got a lot of baby animals in there, so any animal you can think of, she's probably got in there. So they're super cute, but I just thought it was, because they're pretty much full coverage pieces, so I just thought, okay, it's way too much stitching for the amount of time that I have. But I thought this was really cute anyway, so I'm not sad. I'm not mad about it. So yeah, so as always, I'll leave the link down below, so you should definitely check it out. And obviously I just decided to focus on that. I just wanted to stitch on that until I got it done, before I went back to anything else. So once I actually just finished it yesterday. It took a little bit longer than expected, but you know, such is life. Again, schoolwork, it's at this point it's like I just shrug and say, what can you do? You know, I do have to make sure that my priorities are straight at this point. But I did keep going after that. I did keep going a little bit on my my fairy. This is Mini Midnight Stroll, designed by Heaven Earth Designs. I call it my Fane Fairy because the artist is Julie Fane. And I wanted to finish this in July. We'll see. We'll see at this point if that's gonna end up happening. This is what I have so far. I've stitched about 1,000 stitches since the last time I saw y'all. Last time I was at 58,110, and I'm now at 59,500. So a little bit more than 1,000 stitches. So I'm, depending on how much I get done this month, I don't know. I'll have to see. I was going to do Monogamania, but apparently I'm just not that kind of stitcher. I have to let go of that idea because it sounds good. It sounds like a good idea, but once I actually get going, like I can't do it. I get sick of not that I get sick of it, but you know, I get bored. I'm like, I want something different. So even with this one, like I tried stitching on it as soon as I finished the baby elephant, and I was like, I'm not feeling this. I'm just not feeling this right now. So I stitched on something else for a while, but it was only like 50 stitches, so I'm not gonna even bother showing it here. Actually, it was more like 200 because I did use I used it for a prompt. But I'm still working on the water. At this point, I'm just going color by color. It's a little bit easier. The only section I have to do is this one right here. So it all fits in the small or the medium-sized Q-snaps. These. So it's a lot easier to manage, easier to handle. So because otherwise I would have just have to go back and forth with each color I did. So at least now it's like, okay, it's a small enough section that I can just go ahead and work my way the way that I'm feeling. I'm feeling like working it at the moment. So that's Midnight Stroll. And the reason I picked up Moon Charmer is because that's really close to getting to 20%. So I feel like that's going to be my backup piece for whenever I don't want to work on Midnight Stroll, because I really want to get that to 20%. Midnight Stroll, fun fact, Midnight Stroll and Moon Charmer just had a birthday each. Midnight Stroll turned 2 and Moon Charmer turned 3. So that's also why I really want to get some work done on her, because it's been too long, and I don't like the fact that it's taking me 3 years to just get to 20%. But I mean, such is the life of full coverage pieces, right? The third piece that I've worked on so far is the piece that I'm taking to school. And this is by Red Max, or Be Cute Today on Etsy. This is Chopper, a character from the anime show and manga One Piece. My favorite character, and I am currently working on his hat, the main focus, and this is where we're at right now. So the last time that you saw it, I think it was somewhere around here in terms of filling in the blue. As you can see, I kept going with it, and so the hat has a little bit more shape to it. And I'm now going back and just outlining the white spots. I want to get these white spots filled in, and then go back up and fill or outline the top of the hat as well, because that needs to be done. Once I do that, I think I'll go ahead and fill in his ear right here, and then go probably do his face next. I want to make sure that I get everything that's in the frame of the Q-snap finished before I move on to anything else. One thing that I am deliberating right now is whether or not I want to do the background. The design, I'll show you the cover again. The design has a light blue circle going all around it. That's a lot of stitching, and I'm not convinced that it's necessary. To be honest, I think he would look just fine without. So that's something that I'm considering. You know, the more I think about it, the less inclined I am to do it, because it's just so much. But let me know. Let me know what you all think. You think if I should get rid of it or include it? Do you think it's you know, it would look weird without it? Because that's also one thing. It's like, I don't know how it's gonna look without the frame, the circle frame around it. But I think it would look okay. Let me know. We'll take a poll. We'll take a poll to see what people think. But besides that, I mean, that's all I've had the time for, really. I wanted to start my Cinderella piece. I got all hyped up last video to start it, but obviously, again, I just underestimated how long it would take me to finish the baby elephant. So at this point, I think I'll just start Cinderella next month. And I also want to start another piece that I'm doing for my sister. So June may have two more starts. We'll see, because I also want to focus on Midnight Stroll. But yeah, because I mean, with Cinderella, I already have the fabric. I already have everything ready. I just need the time. That's really the kicker, is I need the time to do it. But I'll get done with it. I'll get it started eventually, because I do want to start it. I've been looking forward for that kit for ages. So that's coming up soon. Also, and this is probably not gonna happen until after I finish school, but once I'm on summer break, I will do my mid-year WIP parade that I always get filmed. So but again, I'll probably not do it until after I'm finished, because those videos do take a lot more prep time, and I also have to film them twice, because I do it once in English and once in Spanish. So it really does take like 2, sometimes 3 days, depending on how much time I have, like, you know, blocks of time at a time. So yeah, so that's in the pipeline right now. I do want to work on a few other things. I've decided that I feel like I say this every year, and I just need to get over it and remember that I don't do monogamy. I can't do one WIP at a time, because I'll stitch on something and then I'll be like, I'm over this and I want something different. Because I do want to stitch on other things, especially because I've been focusing so much on one piece. I'm doing a friend of ours pulls 5 categories of WIPs per month. This month's categories are full coverage pieces. Obviously that one's not an issue. We just have to pick one WIP per category. So obviously for me, full coverage is not an issue. Second category was stitcher's choice, so we could choose we can work on whatever we wanted to stitch on. Third category is I think it was a SAL, so work on either official or unofficial SAL, and by that I mean either the pieces like modern folk embroidery, linen threads, all those designers that release the pieces like part by parts, or the unofficial ones where everybody gets together on Instagram and just does it together. That's 3. There's also a small, so I used the baby elephant because it did, even though it looks a little big, because I did it on 14 count, the stitch count itself counted as a small. So I used this for my small. And then the last category was to stitch on the piece that's gone the longest without any progress. So the last time you picked it up. was like forever ago. So for that one, I'm gonna pick up, since we are getting to Pride Month, I am picking up Relentless from Ink Circles, which was released in honor of the legalization of same-sex marriage here in the United States. So I will pick that up at least, and you know, maybe add like 200-300 stitches just to kind of check that box off, and then I'll probably just continue to pick it up throughout the month as well. So yeah. Lots of plans for you know, considering that there's only like 10 days left in the month. 9 days, because it's the 22nd now. But we'll see. I'll have to see what I can get done. So you'll find out eventually. Considering, so 2 weeks time I'll be in finals. I'll be neck deep in finals. So I may, I'm trying to remember when's finals week, to be honest. Because if it's after, no problem. But if it's before, if it's like the weekend before finals, I may postpone my next video until after finals. So I'll keep you all posted. I'll put up an announcement on the community page, which I don't use too much. I probably should, but I'll definitely let you guys know to give you a heads up. But that is all that I had to show you and talk about today. Another short visit, just because of the nature of the time that I have right now to stitch is not that much right now. But as always, if you have any comments, any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll post the links up for all 3 of these patterns on the description box as well. And yeah, just keep you posted on when the next video is coming. So as always, I hope you guys have a productive week. It's kind of the end of the weekend already, but next weekend, I hope you have a relaxing weekend. And as always, I hope you find the time to do the thing that makes you happy. Until next time, ciao!